All right, welcome to the show, and thank you for your patience.
Thanks for
Um,
having me.
Jada, would you like to introduce Andrea, please?
Whoa. So, Andrea, all I gotta say is I'm proud of this woman right here. Extremely proud to know her. I seen her growing up as a young lady. Very quiet, very quiet growing up, and never knew that's what life's about. You just never know who's gonna be what, who's going to become what, and who people are and how they're going to interconnect with your world when you get older or when you need them. So she's doing a lot of great things. She's her business, her company is one of few black businesses like this in the entire city. And when I say the city, I'm talking Toronto for those that are tuning in. And Toronto's one of the largest cities in North America. So to be one of the few in one of the largest cities in North America, it's a big deal. So we brought on a big deal, Miss Andrea Dixon from Sakmet Developments.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Happy to be here.
Hi. She's
Hi,
so
how are
pretty.
you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Okay, Andrea. So I heard you the big baller shot caller out here when it comes to development and things of that nature. So I would love to know a couple things about you. So I'm gonna kick it off real quick. I'm gonna kick it off with something real simple. Nothing too we're gonna go up and up, but right now I'm gonna kick it with something simple. So our first question for you today is, can you please tell us what a development company does and why you got into that type of business?
Yeah, sure. So basically, a development company will basically purchase land in different forms. So land with an existing property on it, or just raw land, or just buy numerous houses next to each other, and then do a land assembly. The goal would then be to build within that zoning bylaw, whether it be residential, commercial, etc. So Sakmet Developments, we started in 2015. So we develop our own land, and we also do contract builds for other developers, and we build custom homes for clients. It is a family-run business, so it's a team effort where we combine our skills, our passions when it comes to real estate investing, construction technology, mortgage financing, accounting, and like sales management. I guess when the opportunity presented itself, it made sense to begin to to develop and build in Canada, where we're born and raised, right? We come from a Caribbean background, so it's a norm for like our parents, our family members to go back home and build, a retirement home or a vacation family home on the land in which was inherited or bought. So that was very familiar. So it just made perfect sense to develop land in the GTA, and build here where we're born, our own community and for our kids. So that's how that came about.
That's amazing. That is amazing. And I love the fact that it's family. You spoke about family, so I'm
Yeah,
happy
it's a
that
family
it's
business.
it's a family business. And when it comes to family businesses, some people find it hard to work with family.
Mhm.
Before we get into the next question, is it hard to work with your family, or do you find that it's much easier to like in if something was to go wrong or anything of that nature, it's much easier to present it to a family member than it would be a coworker or somebody you work with.
Like in our situation, it happened very organically, and we all stay in our own lane, right? So we just come together and just build together. We started off very slow, and it kind of progressed into this. We're still not experts in the field. We're still, learning as we go. We've been up and running since 2015, not that long ago when it comes to like development because it does take long. So it is a process, and I think we're heading in the right direction. Um, Again, we all stay in our lane, so I think it just happens very organically, and it's going good so far. So we're all passionate about it, so that makes it very easy. We're not doing it for like to get rich and to have all this money. So we just really want to do it to build a legacy for our kids, and live out our passion. So it becomes easy.
Yes, honey. I love it. Black excellence. I love it. Wiggy, are you okay? Is he on mute?
I just had to switch my mic. I just had to.
Okay.
So congratulations to you and your family as well, because I was listening to your story and I just love the idea and just the whole aspect of working with your family and building the legacy with your family, right? Now, in relation to our topic, right, we posed a question to the mass. Well, not even a question. We posed a statement saying, it's why you should buy houses and land instead of cars and jewelry. Now, is that a statement that you agree with? And if you do or you don't, why?
Yes, I definitely, agree with that statement. I think that's the direction our community should be going in. We all have to face, a time in life where we have to decide what we want to do with our hard-earned money, right? So we should definitely prioritize buying land and homes before buying things that we can't pass on to our kids. I'm not opposed to jewelry and fancy cars, but I think that should definitely come after. When I first purchased my first property about 10 years ago with my partner, I wasn't even driving a car. So people were probably laughing at me when they see me pushing a buggy with my groceries or standing at the bus shelter or whatnot. But that was the beginning. And we were able to buy numerous pre-construction properties from that first investment. And I think that's a conversation that definitely people in relationships, not only like boyfriend or girlfriend or husband and wife, even like sisters, close friends and family, we should have. Now with the market being like where it is, it's like booming right now. It makes it hard for first-time home buyers to get in the market. So I definitely think that's a conversation that people should have, even if it's even doing a joint venture with two or more people. I think that, it's definitely possible, and it's to get your foot in the door, to buy your own property one day in the near future. So,
well, that definitely makes sense. Now, I like how you were talking about the like the beginners part of it, because Jada we were talking about something about that earlier. Jada, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me? We good?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
I'm back, everybody. I'm back. Different device, but we back. All right. So, Andrea, here's the next question I want to ask you. Okay. So, in regards to the beginners piece, right? Because we're gonna take it as if everybody listening is at level one with this thing, right? Um, can you tell us a bit about what a beginner's process for purchasing land?
sorry, you're chipping out.
You're
Can you hear
chipping
me?
out.
Okay. What
What
about
was that
now?
again?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you tell us a bit about a beginner's process to purchasing land, in which they want to build on it, and what are some of the benefits to owning that land, if that makes
Sure.
sense?
Yeah, I would definitely first have a detailed business plan and a budget prior to us even doing anything when it comes to building any residential homes. Like it was all planning, right? So I think you should definitely have a budget so you know exactly what you want to do and how much it will cost. You may have to get a construction consultant if that's not like your field. Um, you would obviously need a realtor. You would want to get a realtor with experience in land deals. Also, you should be attacking it from all angles. So, like even creating opportunities yourself. So, like when you're not busy, just drive around in your car. Already have letters written in envelopes, and if you just even look at a property and see like a small home around a big parcel of land, and it's not for sale, who's to say you can't go to the mailbox and drop a letter in there? You never know what will become of it. Like if they may think of selling their property, or even like 6 months or a year or two down the line, they'll call, right? So yeah, creating opportunities for yourself to do like land assemblies, or just even if you want to build your own custom home one day, you may just want to buy a house that you could either rent out or live in. And if you can't afford to build like your dream home, you could, do it in 3 years, 5 years, build equity in the house. And at that time, you could, build your custom home. And the benefits of doing that, of purchasing land and building, there's lots of benefits. For one, you don't pay HST if you're going to be living there. And if you want to build it and sell it to somebody, or even send it off to like a family member or your child, you could sell it to them for $1, and you'll save a lot when it comes to taxes and whatnot. So a lot of benefits, right?
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people doing some of the things that you mentioned about driving around and dropping off like letters. Where I live right now, it's like in the north side of the city, so there's a lot of one-off properties that are just like farmland and things as well. So a lot of times I'm driving and I say to myself, those people probably get letters once a week, but but like you mentioned, the longer they hold out, then the more money they can get, right?
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, you never know what would be coming up. We got a couple callbacks, but sometimes when we looked into it, it wasn't feasible. So that's another thing. So when you have a realtor and you're looking, you want to make sure whatever you purchase, you're able to build on it. So when you're putting in the offer, you want to make it conditional, so you have that time to get in contact with the municipality, and make sure you're able to do whatever it is you want to do before you actually lock in all the way and buy it.
So hold on. So what does a conditional offer mean? Because we're gonna take it as if people listening know nothing. So a conditional.
Yeah, like just basically having them provide like SOLS reports, different reports, geotechnical reports, and basically giving you the time frame to do your own due diligence, contacting the city, making sure it's zoned for whatever it is that you want to build, whether it be a home or a commercial plaza, making sure you're able to do that.
Okay, so you're putting in an offer saying it's conditional, meaning conditional based on me checking these things
Sorry, you're just chipping out.
Okay, so you're saying it's conditional. You're putting in an offer saying it's conditional based on a certain amount, a certain set parameter, right? Which is, I want to check this out. I gotta check out this. I gotta do my, I gotta go around and check this. And then when you've come back and you could actually say I want it or I don't want it. Is that kind of what you're saying? After you've gone around and looked into everything?
Yeah, there has to be a time frame where you could just back out the deal and get your deposit back. And experienced realtor that deals with land deals, they'll definitely know that, and they'll make sure they get all that information for you and do that due diligence.
And what will happen? What will happen if they don't do that, and you purchase a home, and you're unable to expand? What then happens?
It does happen all the time. People get stuck with properties. You may have to just sell it back, or whoever else, like if a developer, you want to look at how long it was on the market too, right? So that's why when you're looking for land, if it's hot, it's not going to last long. So you want to jump in and make that offer and tie it up. But definitely, if it's something sitting for a long time, chances are you're not able to build on it. So yeah, so if you do get caught in that situation, you're just going to have to sell back the property, or you're just going to get stuck with it. So that's why it's very important when you get into this business. You have get a construction consultant, a planner involved, just network in the field, and line your ducks in order so you don't get caught in that situation.
Okay. Thank you. I'm not a homeowner, but hopefully I will be very, very soon. And after this, all this information that you guys will be giving tonight, will put me in a different, a different perspective, and have a different outlook on things. So
Yeah.
my next question for you then would be, being one of the few proven Black-owned development companies in Toronto, what are two major challenges you've experienced, and what do future developers need to do to avoid them?
I think this field is very challenging on its own. Regardless, like right now, the construction cost has gone up due to COVID. So, it's very challenging industry as is. Definitely being a Black developer, that even just adds a lot of more pressure. So I would just say, like, when you get a project and you have to go in for like a draft plan approval, like a hearing and stuff like that, you definitely want to get a planner to handle that. So you have somebody go in there, at the forefront. And the planner that you get, you want to make sure they're experienced in the municipality in which you're building. So they're familiar with the people, they deal with them on a regular basis. So when they're going to go in to handle your development plan, it'll most likely go more smoother rather than you go there and deal with it yourself. So that's definitely one thing I would say.
So you spoke about COVID. I know before COVID, can you tell us a little bit about the before COVID and the aftermath of COVID? What are the ups and the pros and the cons between them two? Between the two, were there any pros from the COVID? Were there more cons, things of that nature?
The good thing is that we were able to keep building because it is essential. Um, right now, the prices have gone up, the lumber and stuff like that. But that's why it's very important when you're getting to this business, you set aside, a contingency for anything that could happen. So the good things is that the project that we have right now, we purchased it a while ago, so we're able to, control all of the extra costs. But it is, a field that you have to be very prepared for anything that could come out of nowhere. So.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So, well, before I play this clip, um, if there's anybody out there that wants to buy land, or if they want to know what's going on with you and your family run company, can you let the VuPointz viewers know what's going on with you, where they can contact you and things like that?
Yeah, sure. So basically, our website, if you want to see like all the past developments that we did, you can visit, learn more about us. You can visit www.sakmet.ca. Also, our Instagram is sakmet.developments. And also, just check out our current project we have that we're going to be going into in Connecticut. It's probably 2 hours and a half up north, but it is really good for first-time home buyers to get in the door since it's going to be high 400s. So that's really good, and it's a good investment property because it's like a hidden gem. It's like a cottage town.
Yeah.
Surrounded by water, so it's a really beautiful place. So that's a great opportunity for first-time home buyers. If you want to get in, we can deal with the community at different capacities when it comes to even like share investments on our current projects that we have. So you could email Andrea at sakmet.ca. You can call 416-752-1109, and just to learn how you could even work with us, even on a joint venture project. If that's something that you're seriously wanting to get into, we're definitely down to sit down, talk, have a meeting, and see how we could work together to establish even your vision. Right? It doesn't necessarily have to be our vision. We could stir in the right direction and see how we could work together to make that happen.
To build the dream.
Yeah. So we build for other developers as well. So definitely, if somebody has something, and they see it, we could definitely come in and see what we think and how we can, work together to make it happen. No problem.
Yeah. All right. A lot of great information. I want to just play this clip quickly. We have a late entry. So this is anything you want to say about this clip, you can let the people know.
All the parts of the world is right here.
Oh, I'll let it
You got the Chinese showing their culture in numbers, the Sri Lankans and the Indians doing the prayers and the Buddha, and the Europeans' presence is galore. I'm Canadian, and I represent the African and the Caribbeans. I'm dreaming of working with my community in the same capacity of what's going on out there. We can do this. The start, the finish, the finish, the start. You see, thoughts have wings. And when it's that time, it's time to fly past these barriers. Looking forward to working with you in any capacity we can, in the name of community.
Bring your visions to life. Be inspired. Be you.
Yeah. You know what? If I can say something, Wiggs, So Sac, Sakmet, as you can see, everything in that video was them. So those homes that you see, their designs are really, modernized, and they're really sleek. And I'm telling you, like their finishes, people that are looking to purchase homes, people that have purchased homes, a big thing with them is you're gonna be satisfied from inside out. Walking in from the parking lot, walking through your house to the backyard, and coming straight back. Like they're on top of their thing, man. So, and as you heard her say, she's willing to work with community. She wants to work with community. They want to work with community, and that's why her and I, and the folks that are around me, that's why we link like that, because my thing is community and building, and that's what she's about. And everybody who's coming on our show, and I'm gonna guarantee this to our audience, they're about building. This is what the viewpoints is all about: meeting other minds, enhancing, empowering, improving what we got going on, and this is our lane. So Andrea, we thank you. We thank you.
Thank you for
We thank you.
having me.
Weight banging, weight banging.